Welcome to the channel, welcome to Fremont Street in Las Vegas. It's a Saturday night on Fremont Street and it's absolutely packed out. We're in late July here in Las Vegas. We're going to take a look around everything that Fremont Street has to offer. You've probably heard all about it, you might not have experienced it. It is like an alien planet down here. So let's go and have a look and see what's on offer. Street are shows like this. These are performers and they'll grab people out of the crowd, and what they'll do is they'll take forever setting this up. Once they've got it all set up, they will then start asking for tips to make the show start, and it just goes on and on and on. So you know, they're trying to get some money out of people, they're trying to make a living. I get it, you know, but seriously, if you don't want to be studying for 20 minutes, maybe just move on to the main areas. Now behind me up there is the SlotZilla Experience. This is a zip line. If you want to have a go on this, I'll pop the prices onto the screen very shortly. And it basically takes you all the way down Fremont Street, way down through the canopy. Now right now we're at 4th Street, which is where the canopy starts. At the other end of the canopy is the Plaza, okay, which Back to the Future 2, Biff's Casino is inspired by it. It wasn't filmed there though. A lot of people think it was filmed there, but it wasn't. So as we go into the main Fremont Experience, you will see stores like these. Now these sell sort of beers, and what we'll do, we'll have a walk up one side and then we'll walk up the other, but they sell beers and spirits. However, if you want to buy the beers and spirits, you're not allowed to drink them on Fremont Street. Basically they set that rule up with the casinos so that the casinos didn't lose any money. However, lots of people, they kind of end up buying their the drinks from these stores and opening them up. But what happens is that they'll seal them up into bags. So your drinks get sealed, you're not allowed to open the bags. If you do open the bags, then security can take your drinks from you. Does it happen a lot? Yes and no. But if you're going to drink, there are bars on the outsides if you want to do it, well, legally, shall I say. Right behind me, let me show you. On the floor are these circles. So loud, isn't it? And entertainers rent these circles. Now I believe that they only get sort of half an hour and then they have to move along. Now the performers you see here, they are not employed by Fremont Street, okay? If you have an issue with them, you need to speak to Fremont Street security. But you know, they can take tips from you, etc., etc. And if you've got any problems with what they ask for, you need to take it up with security. But they're not actually employed by Fremont Street, they just pay a rent to them. For example, we got the girls here, look, on the right. They are supposed to be working dead in their circle, there they are. Now they will charge you for a photo, like the girls you see on the script. So what I would suggest is you work out what you want to pay these girls first of all, and then you can see what I mean. It's just like an alien planet, isn't it? Then work out what you're going to pay for a photo, then have your photo taken with them. Don't take the photo until you've worked out a price, okay? They will chase you for unpaid money. Right, we've got loads of bands on Fremont Street, all free of course, free entertainment. Coming up to a band on our left right now. So there's the circles on the floor I was telling you about. They're not allowed to leave those circles. Here's one of our bands that's playing at the moment. We're outside the D. a really great casino, the D. Let's pop through and check out the D. Now you're going to need ID to get in, so that's one thing I've got to tell you. You need to take ID with you everywhere, okay? Coming into the casinos, they will check for IDs on the door at Fremont Street to make sure that you've got ID on you in case there's any issues, and also to make sure that you're over 21. Right, let's have a look around the D downstairs. Actually, the D is a really, really great casino. It's probably my favorite on Fremont Street. I've stayed at the D in the past, and it's always busy. Owned by Derek Stevens and his brother. You can catch Derek on Twitter quite a lot. He's always on there. And then down at the other side of the casino is the Long Bar. And as you can see, it's one of the longest bars here down on Fremont Street. So that is the D and the Long Bar. Right, let's get back outside and check out what's going on. Check out how busy it is right now. There's your bands. Dr. Rock. It is so loud. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can do. We'll keep moving along. Right, so here is one of the outdoor bars, and I got to tell you, they do pour pretty well on these bars. If you're wanting to get a few drinks, get stuck into these. You've got everything you could want behind a bar, but they do free pour, so you could end up pretty drunk just on a couple of drinks from there. So this is the Four Queens. It's one of the oldest hotels on Fremont Street, of course. Now this used to be a road. You might have seen a few James Bond films with Sean Connery where he drives down a strip. And it was pedestrianised in 1994. And opened late '94 as the Fremont Street Experience with the huge canopy that you can see up here. The canopy has been refit, I think 4 times now, with better panels for, you know, your higher resolution graphics on the roof there. Let's check this out. One of the spray paint artists. These are cool. Got a few of these myself at home. They are really nice. I'm not sure what they cost now. I think back then they were about $50, $60. Right, here's another one of those shows where they try and get a big crowd around. And you'll see a sign on the box saying tips to start the show. So like I say, how crazy is this? It's like a massive carnival. And you have Big Bang in the middle of it. This is Casino Center Boulevard, which runs through the middle of Fremont Street. Make sure that you wait for the sign to cross, otherwise you can end up getting done for jaywalking. And the police are everywhere, by the way, so don't think about messing around on Fremont Street. Massive security here all of the time, as you can imagine. Golden Gate Casino. It's on our left. With Binion's on our right. Binion's been here a long, long time, like the Golden Gate has as well. Let's try and work our way through. There's more of the ladies there, working in the circles. It's just bedlam, innit? Bedlam. People having a good time, and this is what it's all about on Fremont Street. It seems strange that the only street performers we've really seen are the girls selling the photographs. And you will bump into a few poorer people down here. As you can see, you know, you just got to be tolerant. If they ask you for a tip, you can walk away or give them a tip, it's up to you. Let's see what we got down the centre then. Got these electronic stores. And we got an oxygen bar as well. There is Vegas Vic in the background. Vegas Vic there doesn't move his arm anymore. Vegas Vicky is in one of the casinos, which I'll show you pretty shortly. I'm getting alerts on my Apple Watch to say that it's a loud environment, and it really is. It's so loud down here. We've got another stage and an all right. Again, this is all free entertainment. They don't charge at all. You can tip them if you want, but... Now, I need to tell you about places like this, okay? These look like cannabis shops. Looks like the cannabis shop, but it's not. You're not allowed to sell cannabis on Fremont Street. Another place you can go and grab some cans, of course, some drinks. If you buy soft drinks, you are allowed to drink them on the strip, on Fremont Street, sorry. Right, down this end, another band, another stage. Subtle quality, aren't they, these bands? That's my only. Okay. Right, we made it. So here we are. This is the other end of Fremont Street. Hope you can hear me a bit better now. And here is the Plaza. Like I say, the modelled Biff's Casino from Back to the Future 2 on the Plaza. Didn't film it here, they just took inspiration from it. If you look carefully at the film, you'll see it's actually filmed at the courthouse, but with a false front on it. Now up there is Oscar's Restaurant, lovely, amazing steak restaurant owned by Oscar Goodman, the ex-mayor. His wife is the current mayor. And then recently they built this carousel bar here at the bottom. Now, believe it or not, this used to be a swimming pool. So you see that big dome there? I'll pop some pictures up, but it used to be a swimming pool up there. Can you imagine the view when you were looking straight down Fremont Street without all of this stuff in front of it? You could see all the way down to the bottom end, but no longer. Now it is a lovely restaurant. So just inside the Plaza now, I'm just going to show you a brand new game that's come out. It's the Whitney Houston slots. Now the only thing I would say about these slot machines, when they have a licensing agreement, we believe the payouts aren't as strong because there are a lot of licensing fees to pay. So if you have a look around, you know, you used to have sort of like the Walking Dead slots and Superman and Marvel and everything. So just maybe be aware of that when you're playing some of these slots that have a license attached to them. Maybe don't pay out as well as the others. So pretty cool in here in the Plaza. It's a big old casino. It's been here a long time. And it's certainly one of the most famous down here on Fremont Street. So certainly check it out if you're a fan of Brian Christopher Slots. I believe somewhere in here he's got his own little area. BC Slots, that is, on YouTube. Right, let's head back out. We'll go down the other side of Fremont Street. Just grabbed a drink in the food court there because it is so hot. It's 90 degrees still. It's almost midnight as well, so still stays hot all the time. Okay, we're going to go down the left-hand side of Fremont Street right now, and we're going to start with the Circa. Now, the Circa's only been open for a couple of years. It is owned by Derek Stevens, just like the D, which we went in before, and it is absolutely beautiful in there. This hotel really belongs on the Strip, to be honest. It's way above the quality of of most of the casinos down on Fremont Street. It's definitely the nicest one, and I would certainly recommend staying there as well, if you can do. A little bit quiet on the stage at the moment, thank goodness, so we can actually hear ourselves for once. I am going to go in the Circa because I want to show you Vegas Vicky. Now, Vegas Vicky used to sit just up there on the left, but when the Circa was built, she was moved. However, to the credit of the Stevens brothers, they took Vegas Vicky and they completely restored all the neon, and complete refurbishment cost them a fortune. And they did such a great job. I'll show you in a second. I just want to nip round to one of the performers here, because this guy's a bit of a legend. I'll try and get around without him noticing me. But so we got Batman here, okay, see Batman, but we've also got little Mr. T. There he is.
Can I come in, little T?
Sure, Big T.
I thought we might have a little talk, you know, like head to head.
You know, Penny the Fool. Fantastic, little Mr. T there. We got to give Mr. T some a few dollars, haven't we? Because we're filming him. So it's a pleasure, Mr. T. Thank you very much. Legend. There we are, little Mr. T. Right, so we're going to head round then, and we'll look into the Circa. Little Mr. T. If you come to Vegas, do check him out and make sure that you give him a few dollars. Right, just got to sort the ID out and then I'll be in. So just going to take you up now to where Vegas Vicky is, because she lives above the casino. And there she is, sitting above one of the casino areas and looking down on another. Now, you know, you've got to imagine how old this piece of architecture is, this piece of art. It's amazing. You know, used to be out in the elements, of course, outside, and was meticulously rebuilt and restored by Derek Stevens and his brother. So I think that's absolutely incredible that they took the time to do that. They didn't have to. And here you can see that both sides of the neon were actually restored as well. Really is a testament to the owners to actually do that. I'm just going to show you the sports book. You can see how big this is in here, and the definition of the screens. It's absolutely humongous, and it's not really the done thing anymore, sports books of this size, but how incredible is that? I've got to say that if you want the strip experience, Las Vegas strip experience, but you want to be downtown, so if you want, you know, the quality of hotels like Caesars and the Wynn and Palazzo and Venetian, but you want to stay down on Fremont Street, this is the place to stay. It's just such a cut above everywhere else. I mean, they just threw so much money at it, and I do hope they're doing well, because they really deserve to. Right, let's head back out again on Fremont and carry on exploring. Win yourself a Cybertruck there if you want one of those things. Don't think it'll be very good for Britain now. Getting ready for more shows on stage. We are coming up to, what, we're 10 past 12 at night now, 10 past midnight. The party is in full swing. It's a great bar, whiskey, liquor up. You get a great view of the bands as well if you get on the edge here. So do get stuck in. I hope we don't get matched on Sweet Caroline, but it is such a party atmosphere along here, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. Now they do have the big light show. I think it's on the hour and on the half hour. We'll have to double check that, but basically all the lights go out and the roof takes over. Cast your eyes to the skies and all that. We've got a sunglasses place here. I can't tell you if they are real, fake or whatever, or they just might be a legit collection. Who knows? I'm not being disparaging at all. And if you want to get yourself some jewellery like Mr. T had just a little while ago, There we go. All right, we're coming across to Sam Boyd's Fremont Casino. We're just going to have to wait a minute because, again, please don't jaywalk whatever you do. Police are everywhere. You'll end up getting a fine. Let's get across the road quickly. All right, so, as I say, on the left, Sam Boyd's Casino. Boyd Gaming, a very big name over the years at Las Vegas. Still absolutely packed, as you can see. It's just gone midnight, but it's still heaving down here. It is Saturday night. It's another one of those shows where they get you all to tip. Nothing wrong with that, I guess, but it takes forever. Oh, the street performers. Brilliant. Art the Clown there, Art the Clown. You've never seen The Terrifier? Blimey, what a film that is. Don't let your kids watch it. So moving along, we're nearly back at the D. So on the left we've got a huge gift shop. If you want to get any gifts, massive gift shop there. And this Indian arts and crafts store, that had been there for years. I'm quite surprised that that's closed down. Just keep going. There's the people flying by. Brilliant. Another one of those pretend cannabis shops here. Like I say, they're not allowed to sell proper cannabis on the strip, so don't even bother. Some brilliant little stores, aren't there? Just quickly show you. Yeah, it's always busy this, but this to me is one of the best pizza places in town. At the back they've got a bar. Let me show you some of the pizzas here. So much pepperoni. It's insane. What about that? But yeah, they got a bar in there as well. Let's just turn it around so you know where you are. Down the bottom end of Fremont Street. You can get your pizza there and then you can take it in the back and get yourself a drink from the bar. Harley Davidson store, still living. Well, let's try and head through this crowd here. Wow, look at this young man. Well, I tell you what, he's going to have a bright future in a rock band, isn't he? What about that? He's amazing. Otherwise, I'll have to cut him out. I don't want to cut him out. Somebody sign that kid up. Seriously, right. We are pretty much back now where we started off. It's crossing over the bottom road. So yeah, this is where we started earlier. Okay, now I'm just going to take you a little bit further down into sort of the East District of Fremont Street. That's the main area back there. But in front of us down here is the East District. So let's go in there. Let's go and take a quick look down there. Right, here we go. The Fremont Street East District. I've just seen these girls in this little truck here. They're just going absolutely crazy. Let's see if we can get them on film. I mean, look at the state of it. Right, okay. Down the right hand side then, we got burgers and shakes. That looks good, doesn't it? Flipping hot chicken available here. Got a lot of bars down this area. Cocktail bars. It's all looking good. And still, you know, heaving down here, isn't it? There is a video that came up on social media quite recently where they flew a drone down this area and they managed to fly it into clubs and then out of clubs. I mean, I don't know how they managed it, but I'll try and put a little bit up on the video now, and then we'll cut back to this. Wow. Can you believe how busy these places are? Got a lot of people trying to get in. And it's people of all ages as well, so don't worry if young or old, as long as you're over 21, it doesn't matter. Got a little road to cross here. There we go, we're on white, we're okay. The Fremont Country Club ahead of us. Couldn't tell you much about that, never been in. I've been in quite a few of these places over the years. On the right hand side, I think an old friend of mine, Trouty, had his 30th, I think, in one of these bars. Well, in fact, in a lot of the bars, let's put it that way. Quite a long time ago now. He used to come with the boys.
Hey, bud. Is that the guy?
Bangkok Street, Thai Street Chicken. Okay, just up here is the container park area. I'm not sure whether we can film in a container park, or it might have closed, in fact, by now. But we'll have a quick walk up, and then we'll walk back to where we were. And as you can imagine, the container park area is just built up of old containers, and they've converted them and stacked them up and converted them into sort of restaurants and things like that. I think it has closed now, unfortunately, so we're not going to get to see it. And this is it. There's them girls in that little wagon again, off their heads. Even scared me, that. Oh, I think we can go in it. Let's have a quick look then. The downtown container park. So just a little ID check to do before I could get in. I think it's pretty much all sort of closed up now for the night. It is getting a little bit late, but as you can see, it's a nice little area. They've got bars and little stores. I think that this is where Rick's bar is from Pawn Stars, if you watch that on TV. Pretty sure he's got a bar on here somewhere, but like I said, it's all a little bit quiet now. A little play park in the middle for the kids. So certainly worth coming down and taking a look when it's all rocking. Probably not the best time, 20 past 12 at night, to give it a fair shake. Let's head back out onto the street. Right, it's a little bit quieter now, so I can give you a bit of a rundown of what I think. Would I stay on Fremont Street? I have done in the past. I stayed for a week and it was too much. It's just, as you can see, it's not that big. It's, you know, it's okay, but it's not as, obviously not as big as the Las Vegas Strip. And once you've sort of walked around it, which has taken us, I don't know, what's it taken us, half an hour? That's pretty much it. So of course you've got all your drinking and all your partying, but after a few nights it gets a bit tiring. So for me, I'm one of those people who would come down on a Saturday night or a Friday night, have a great time, a little bit of gambling, some partying, and then I would head back to the Strip and think, "Ooh, thank God that's over with." Staying here is just, it wasn't overly expensive. There weren't any resort fees when I stayed, and I went into Circa Swim, which was amazing, but it just seemed a bit too overpowering for me, Fremont Street. It may be totally different for you. I know there's people who absolutely adore the place. you know, and they say, oh yeah, that's the place to be, Fremont Street. But for me, get in, have a good time, get out of town, you know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Plenty more walking tours on the channel, plenty more tips and other things as well. Please do like and subscribe. That would really help me out if you could do. Then we can do more of these stupid videos. But that is it from me, Key. Fremont Street is a thumbs up if you're visiting for an evening or a night, but it's an oh my god if you're staying here for a week. Take care everybody, see you soon.